Hello, how are you all doing today? I wanted to share a conversation that I had with a family, another conversation I've had with a family a while back. And the parent, she was looking for information on how um, she can help her child understand his feelings, how she can help him understand his actions and how his actions affect other people. It's tough, right? Because this mom was really looking for a quick fix, and we know that with anything, things take time. Time to layer experiences, time to build on relationships, which is the key to anything, time to build on conversations and listening and building on modeling. And during the conversation that we were actually having, I was thinking back on how important our everyday family pictures and adventures can be in supporting that those thoughts of understanding our feelings and empathy and problem solving and listening and self-regulation, just from looking and having conversations from those family moments that you've captured. I was thinking back too about all the descriptive words in our vocabulary that really supports the identification of our feelings and expressing our needs in that moment. So, it's looking at there are many more words that describe happy, sad, mad, and angry. Looking at being frustrated or disappointed, but putting those words into the vocabulary for children to learn, because then they can recall that information. And the more language and words that they have to describe how they're feeling, the easier it is for them to express how they feel, especially in the moment when things are going awry. So I was also wondering about, is there a way to have those conversations and modeling those feelings and understanding how our actions affect other people on a daily basis and in a natural way, not in an inquisitive way, not in a scripted way, but in a natural way. So, it's like, let's take advantage of technology, right? Technology has its pros and cons. And what's wonderful about the technology in our phones or our tablets is that we store our pictures on our phones, and they're an easy resource to actually tap into in that moment. So, what I'd like you to do is pull up a picture of your child or children doing something. And now, what I'd like you to do is just look at that picture. Really, really look at that picture. Ask yourself, what actually do you see in that picture? What are the people doing? Where are they? What is around them? What does the environment look like? What are your wonders about what they might be thinking as they're engaging in whatever activity that you've captured in that moment? What's even great too is that children love I Spy games. So sitting down with your child and playing I Spy with the picture or pictures that you've pulled are great opportunities for you to not only participate in an activity with your child who loves to play games and I Spy games, and it's fun, but what you're actually really doing is that you're exercising your brain to stop, to slow down, to look at the picture and to see the picture in different parts. Now, if we were to look at supporting children's understanding and identification of emotions, let's take advantage of that picture. And how can you capture those conversations with the picture that you've chosen? It's all about the questions that you ask, and most important, it's all about the listening. Some conversation starters could be, I notice that there's two children in the picture. Who are they? Or I wonder what they're doing in that picture. These are looking at open ended questions. Open ended questions provide conversation, provide for the opportunity of conversation, for exploration of ideas, and for thoughts. And as you move forward with those conversations, you can also ask, I wonder if, or what if kind of questions. So an example could be is that I wonder how, I'll just throw out a name, say Jamie. I wonder how Jamie is feeling when she's playing with that beach ball on the beach. You might have to give some words. You might have to open up some of that conversation to get a nice little flow to go back and forth. But then you can explore more of those thoughts by saying, I wonder, oh my goodness, I wonder what would happen if Jamie's beach ball popped, or the wind picked up and it blew it into the water. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen? What do you think might happen? right? And what you're doing is that you're expanding on those pictures. You're expanding on the child's thoughts to help them understand situations and gather more information. You don't want it to be forceful. You could also say, is there a way that you could actually, make Jamie feel better? And if you don't get an answer for that, that's okay, right? The idea is that it's for children to be genuine in their thoughts. And through layering and creating those natural opportunities for these conversations to happen, the genuine thoughts and actions will happen naturally as well, not forcefully. So what you're doing is that you're creating that foundation of social interaction, how our thoughts and feelings are interconnected together, the importance of empathy, looking at the importance of what's going on in that moment, because then cognitively what it does is that it makes those connections for the same in the same situation in the future. So what it's doing is that these situations are all being stored, right? So as children run into something else later on down the way, a conversation or somebody's fallen, they recall those past experiences. And by recalling those past experiences, it helps them work through whatever's going on. So if somebody's feeling really angry and upset, they're going to recall, oh, wait a minute, this is what I did in order to make me feel better, or this is what I did in order to help somebody else feel better. It's recalling that information. So what I'd like you to do, and you know what, it's like that phrase, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So the next time that you pull up a picture with your child, remember, it's not just about cherishing those captured moments, but it's also about seeing how those moments can really influence the growth of your child's social emotional needs. I want to wish you time and enjoying looking at your pictures. And thank you so much for allowing me to have a moment of your time. Take care. See you next Wednesday.